The mouth is the first part of the digestive tract. When food enters the mouth, which is called ingestion, it is masticated or chewed. This is where digestion starts. Food is broken down into smaller pieces so that it's easy to digest and increases the surface area so it's in contact with more saliva. Saliva is produced in the salivary glands and helps your body break the food down to absorb and use it. Saliva has an enzyme called amylase, which breaks down starch to simple sugars. Saliva also provides lubrication for the bolus, which is the small ball of food, to be swallowed easily. The tongue helps push the bolus to the back of the throat. The esophagus, also called the food pipe, is near the trachea. When the food is swallowed, it goes down this pipe to the stomach. The food pieces go down the esophagus by a muscle movement called peristalsis. Peristalsis is the circular muscles that contract in a wave-like way. Our teeth help us chew food, which then helps us with mechanical digestion. There are 4 types of teeth. Once they have all grown, there are 4 incisors, which are sharp for cutting and biting food. They are rectangular in shape. We have 2 canines, which are sharp and pointed for holding and cutting the food. There are 4 premolars and 6 molars. Both are blunt and are used to chew and crush the food. To keep our teeth healthy, we must clean them regularly. Also, using fluoride toothpaste could prevent tooth decay.
The human stomach is basically a hollow organ where food is stored and is mixed with enzymes which help in breaking down of foods. The cell lining in the stomach gives out 2 stuff. One is a hydrochloric acid, which is a really strong acid, and enzymes which help down in breaking of food. After this process, the food has been sent to the small intestine for further processes.
The small intestine is divided into the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. It has 3 main functions. The first being the mechanical breakdown and propulsion of chyme. The second is chemical digestion. And the third is nutrient absorption. The first part of the small intestine is the duodenum. Chyme is partly digested food. The animation you see here is chyme from the stomach moving into the duodenum. The chyme mixes with bile from the gallbladder and digestive juices from the pancreas. Here are a list of enzymes that are secreted in the digestive tract. The bile breaks down fat into fatty acids and glycerol. Nutrients are absorbed into the small intestine through active and passive transport. The villi increase surface area for absorption. So why does it need a large surface area? Well, it's to absorb nutrients like glucose, glycerol, amino acids, nucleotide bases, and fatty acids. The second part of the small intestine is the jejunum. The main functions of the jejunum is to absorb nutrients, to mix chyme, and to house villi. Last part of the small intestine is the ileum. It absorbs nutrients like vitamin B12 and bile salts, further absorbs nutrients, and houses villi. Now we have the pancreas. Produces enzymes for digestion, releases hormones into the bloodstream, and maintains blood sugar levels. It releases pancreatic juices which contain digestive enzymes such as chymotrypsin, trypsin, and peptidase which break down protein into amino acids. It also contains enzymes like lipase which breaks down fats, pancreatic amylase which breaks down starch, and nucleases which breaks down DNA and RNA. The small intestine absorbs these broken down nutrients into the bloodstream through epithelial cells.
The large intestine, also known as the colon, is a long organ in the digestive system that works as a link between the small intestine and the rectum. It has 5 parts, which are called the cecum, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and the sigmoid colon. Its total length is about 6 feet, and it works to process waste before the bowels are emptied. The large intestine moves the stool, which is leftover waste. The main function of the colon is to absorb any remaining water from the stool and allow the rest of the waste to build up in the rectum. The waste food matter eventually builds up in the descending colon and is emptied out into the rectum. The gallbladder, on the other hand, plays a more minor role in the digestive system. It simply stores bile for further processes later on.
Stomach ulcer, what is it? The stomach ulcer either occurs in the esophagus, in the stomach, or in the small intestine. The age groups are the most affected by stomach ulcers are the 19 to 40 age group, the 41 to 60 age group, as well as the 60 and above age group. A stomach ulcer occurs when the mucosa, the submucosa protecting the muscles, is attacked by the digestive acid. For example, right here we can observe the ulcer, and right here the mucosa, the submucosa, and these are the layers. Just under that we have the ulcer. What happens is that the digestive acid will attack the muscle around right here, and that's going to hurt. What are the causes of a stomach ulcer? If a stomach ulcer affects our digestive system, if bleeding occurs, it can cause anemia or low blood pressure. If the ulcer is strong enough to create a hole in our stomach, it needs to be treated immediately. Some ulcers can cause swelling in the stomach, and this will result in blocking of the opening of the small intestine. This may lead to vomiting or even a feeling of fullness that leads to a decreased appetite and weight loss.